Our Australian Open champions for 2025, Maddison Keys and Jannik. So Maddison Keys took on Aryna Sabalenka in what was a very closely contested final. Sabalenka losing the first set 6-3, coming back to win the second set 6-2, and then losing the serve at the most pivotal moments in the third set to lose 7-5. Now Keys was absolutely phenomenal. I'd picked Sabalenka to win, but from the start, Keys had taken her momentum that she got from the semi-final beating Iga Swiatek and brought it through to the final. Her serving was fantastic. At some point, I seen that she had a serving percentage of 93%, which is absolutely ridiculous. Sabalenka, who's known for pushing her opponents, using her power, was quite simply overpowered many times throughout this, and she was made to really work, including the second set, even though it was a comprehensive scoreline of 6-2. But going into the third set, both players clearly feeling it in terms of the intensity of the match, and was getting very nip and tuck, and then near the end, as I said, Sabalenka, the crucial moment where Keys upped her level and won the match. And I have to say, she's had a phenomenal run and she deserves it. And after the match, yes, people were making fuss of the smashing her racket. Of course, Sabalenka's going to be bitterly disappointed, and I don't think she meant any ill will. I wouldn't say she was a sore loser. People will say she was, but I have to say, Maddison Keys, she won this final. It wasn't so much that Sabalenka lost the final. Maddison Keys grabbed it, took it and won it. She wanted it so much and she deserves it. Her run has been phenomenal. Now for the men's, Sinner took on Zverev and won pretty comfortably in the end, 6-3, 7-6, 6-3. And he started off really well, Sinner. I just thought, looking before the match, on paper, I thought this could be a really long set or a really long match given how Zverev has been playing coming into this. I thought he'd been playing the best tennis of his life, which I don't think is a wrong thing to say. But Sinner just proved that he is just a step above everyone else. And when the rallies get really long, it's so hard to stay with him. Every single shot is almost perfect from him. He makes you work for every single ball, and he's just too good. He's too good to beat from the baseline, and he showed that once again. Throughout the whole final, Sinner didn't actually be breakpoint down, which is crazy, and it's something that rarely happens. And he's also in rare company now as well. He's the first player since Nadal in 2006 to defend a maiden major title. Yeah, the second set was quite key because you felt as if Zverev had to take that, because being 2 sets down is just so hard to overcome, and especially against the most informed player in the world. And ultimately, when he did go 2 sets down, I just think it's a step too far, and he was just ultimately. Eventually, you just felt the end was near and it was coming, and Sinner ultimately got over the line and broke Zverev and won the match. After the match, Zverev was classy as always, but someone in the crowd, honestly, taking, digging into his personal business. Now, again, I just think that was really poor, and I think that they could have done a bit better, the security or someone, to try and address that. But Sinner is the champion, he defended his title, and it's going to take a mammoth effort to actually knock him off.